Well, hello there. Welcome to Intentional Grid Setting and Creation. My name is Melissa, and I'm going to guide you through this beautiful abundance grid that I have created for my third entrainment table here in the studio. So each different table has its own intentional grid, and this was just the last one that was waiting to be created. So we're going to dive in because with the abundance grid, I want to work with a few different energies. First, it's clarity and amplification. And so I'm going to do this by using the Herkimer diamond, which is a quartz crystal. The other piece that came through was red jasper. And so really diving into this grounded, embodied abundance feeling in the body. And then last, pyrite. Pyrite has to be a part of this. And so there's that magnetic prosperity that's available through pyrite. And all of it's going to be supported on this grid and structure, the peacock mandala. And this is for radiance and visibility. I mean, think peacock and think those tail feathers. So this grid is about building an energetic architecture where abundance has somewhere safe and beautiful to land. Because while we're in a healing moment or a healing journey, it's always nice to heal with safety and beauty. So the first stone is the Herkimer diamond. Look at this thing. Isn't she beautiful? She called to me first. Look at those little pieces inside. Those little inclusions. There's clarity and there's inclusions. Just a beautiful, beautiful center stone. So I'm going to put this right in the middle. So at the very center of the grid, I'm placing that Herkimer diamond. Herkimers, which are quartz crystal, think of them like tiny crystalline satellite dishes. They're going to amplify and broadcast whatever intention you program them with. And so when we're working with abundance, I want the core of the frequency to be clear, to be clean, and to be aligned with your soul, what it is that you need. Not just like at more money at any cost kind of energy, but ultimately further than that. So the stone is going to hold the template of a true soul-led prosperity, a prosperity that comes out of enoughness, out of that deep-rooted support, and also ease as we move through the material world. So red jasper. So now I'm going to place red jasper, two of the stones, one at the north and one at the south axis of the mandala. So it's creating this line. So the red jasper, when I look at this color, I feel deeply rooted, like put my feet in the clay soil and root me down right there. So the red jasper, it speaks to the root and the lower chakras. It's those parts of us that govern that sense of safety, that sense of stability, and also our right to exist and receive in this life. So by placing red jasper north and south, I'm actually creating this vertical channel, almost like an energetic spine for the grid. So this spine is what's going to direct the energy and help your abundance stay grounded and embodied. And so we're moving beyond just numbers in an account, but it's about that non-negotiable, unquestionable feeling of safe, supported, and courageous enough to receive more and to take more aligned action. And so this one's a little bit more in depth. I've been making them very simple, but simple nonetheless. So the last and I think most important piece is the pyrite. I'm going to put 4 pieces of pyrite. So first we have the one anchoring piece, the focal piece. We have the 2 in balance with each other. And then we have the 4 pyrite for that sense of stability. So pyrite, my friends, it's a OG. It is a classic prosperity stone. It's going to activate your personal power, your confidence, and your ability to attract and create tangible wealth. So just for a second, observe this beautiful mandala, this beautiful grid, and just breathe it in. Imagining that axis line here, the 4 connecting pyrites, and then imagine the center stone coming up 3D. We're really making this beautiful pyramid. And so pyrite is going to activate that personal power of yours, your confidence, your ability to attract and create tangible wealth. And I love using the 4 pieces because 4 is that energy of structure. It's foundations, it's form, it's the table legs. It's so rooted, it's so solid. And these pyrite stones are like the cornerstones of your abundance. So trust that they are going to hold the patterns of that steady income, the solid opportunities, and long-term possibilities. We don't just need quick highs and lows. It's too jarring for our systems. We love predictability to some degree. So letting pyrite hold all of that in this grid. And last but not least, the peacock. This peacock mandala is what it's all sitting on. And peacock energy is about beauty, viability, visibility, and being willing to see and be seen in full color. That's a huge part of abundance, is allowing yourself to be visible enough for all the opportunities, clients, resources to actually find you, to be in that receiving mode of it. And so the mandala geometry weaves everything together perfectly. So that Herkimer and the red jasper and the pyrite aren't just separate stones, but it's all interacting as one, creating this beautiful harmonized field inside one coherent abundance field. Right? We're just directing, we're just aligning, we're just supporting. And so to activate the grid, let's take a moment, and we're always going to connect with our bodies, light a candle, hold the light for the space. I actually have a couple of candles going. Taking a deep breath in and out. I'm going to activate this grid with using my hands, but you can use a pendulum or a wand or the tip of your finger. But as you take a few breaths in and out, you might say something like this. And for this grid, I now welcome grounded, sustainable abundance that supports my highest path. I am safe to receive, safe to prosper, and safe to shine for all those that lay on this table and those that witness this on the screen. Ooh, she's a powerful one. And as you say this, we're going to imagine this Herkimer lighting up and the red jasper sending roots down into the earth, and the pyrite turning into 4 little suns of gold and sunlight shining all around you. So you can leave this grid up at your altar, in your workspace. I have this underneath my third table, or maybe anywhere you handle finances. We want to make sure that the grids stay activated, so visit it daily. If you're intentionally creating something like this, make sure you give it some attention, even if it's 30 seconds. We can touch the center stone, breathe, reconnect into the intention, keep it alive and active, and then just start to notice. Maybe you notice some subtle shifts of safety, of worthiness, of visibility, because that's the real magic. The abundance that you feel in your body, and not just what you see on paper. That's what this grid is supporting. And if this abundance grid resonates with you, please let me know in the comments what intention you placed in your Herkimer diamond or your clear quartz crystal. And if you would love more crystal grid layouts and energetic support practices just like this, please hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Again, Melissa Moon, Elon Healing Facilitator and Masterful Embodiment Mentor, here guiding you on this beautiful, extraordinary journey of life. Love ya.